Okay. This is Penny Earler Boyd. Um, the date is, God, what is the date?
The 16th of April.
2009. And Penny is working on some paintings for Gallery 12. When did you start painting?
Well, I actually started painting in high school. I used to buy those little sets, paint by number, and I finally decided, heck, I just wanted to paint my own, so I bought a paint by number, and I used the little paints, and I painted my first oil painting. And I've still got it. It's kind of funny, really, how I've really changed a lot.
So, what are you working on now?
I'm working on actually two things. This one right here is a tropical. I'm going to be adding possibly a dog down here and better shading and a lot more ripples in the water. And these tropical paintings seem to be quite popular. I'm also working on a semi-abstract of a tree. Getting more into sort of abstract of real things so that you can still tell what they are, but it's very abstract, which is quite a ways from my realistic works.
Yeah, so you just won a contest, or came second, I suppose, at the crayon drawing contest at
Yes.
Silver Salmon.
It's a Silver Salmon restaurant. They do that every year. This is I believe it's their 8th annual. And I'm in the newspaper with a color picture of the painting. I did a painting of an Indian, Washokie, who I wanted a Shoshone, which is what Sacagawea was. And I painted this guy in crayon, this Shoshone Indian, and then I found out that he was quite well known. He was famous for helping the white man. He protected the white man, the Oregon settlers, from other Indians. So, and they liked it so much, I got second place.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So when what have you been doing? What's your philosophy on art? What is your philosophy on art?
Well, I always believe that there's a place for realism, even though we have photography. Because realism can look slightly different with a different painter's hand. So I don't think that'll ever really go out of style, but the more innovative you can be with a little bit of realism in there, the more exciting it is, because it's harder to do. It's getting harder and harder to come up with creative ideas, but I think if you stick to it and just paint the way you feel painting, then you find your own style. So I think there's still a place for realism. See, this might be called realism, but it really isn't. It's total fantasy. I've never been there. I put it together. There's no such flowers, and people love it. So realism can be realism, but not really. Actually, it's a fantasy, and you just fool the eye painting it as realistically as possible. There's always a place for realism. Little puppy. And like I say, this is all supposed to help you get away and just forget your troubles. One of the things that I try to do in these tropical paintings is keep the sunset very bright, keep all the colors very bright, and that has a lot to do with the way people feel about the painting. They just seem to love these.
I'm gonna do a close up here of the head,
Okay.
and the lady, and I want you to talk about painting the lady. Okay.
Okay. I painted this lady quite quickly. I enjoyed doing the flowers in her hair. It was kind of fun doing them sort of abstract. But I wanted to keep the very native aspect in this. So I tried not to get too detailed. Tried to keep it sort of Gauguin-ish. And I'm sure that I am going to add a little puppy that she's looking at, because I don't want her sadness to detract from being able to get into the painting and be happy. So I'm sure I'm going to put a little scroungy little puppy next to her, and that's what she'll be looking at. Now, the guy climbing the tree is from a real photograph of a native climbing the tree. They don't use anything to climb the tree, just their feet, and they shimmy up the tree. Those things are pretty uncomfortable to shimmy up. And he's getting a coconut, and I thought that would help with the ambiance of the paradise, you know, getting fruit from the trees. But I still kept the orange reflecting off of him and the tree from the sunset. Basically, I didn't want to put too many people in there. I just wanted it a couple so that you can put yourself in there, that you're actually there. This is Tahiti, and they also farm the Akoya pearls there in Tahiti. So that's what this is. And in fact, this they have all kinds of the seeding pearls down below hanging off, and they have the most beautiful pearls in the world.
Anywhere you
Oh,
want.
is it?
How long you doing tonight?
Everybody been?
You're on ground? You're gonna be there at midnight.
Fucking high, man.
It's quicker and easier.
Yeah, it is. Half the time I miss this turn, I have to turn
Yeah.
and come back around.
Yeah, this is a tougher turn, and then you got people wandering around drunk on the down below.
At night, sometimes they close that gate, so we have to go all the way around the other way.
I always wanted to have that house. I thought that'd be nice.
Even as view the cameras and stuff.
Yeah, I might go. Yeah, the sport guild letters are a special breed. You know, we don't just buy one of those cheap sport fishing licenses. We buy an expensive sport fishing permit, sport guild letting permit, and allowing us to use special gear and so we can basically give them away at the price we're selling them to cover expenses to the poor people of the country who need inexpensive wild salmon. I write for Pacific Fishing and Audubon magazine too. So I've got all the arguments down, and I've talked to all the people about it. I'm the only sports guild letter in the country. And this is the opening of my sports guild netting season. And we're filming it. That's Ramon back there. Not Ramon, Miguel. He's my cameraman and boat puller. So.
Which door do you want?
Oh, this will be fine right here, I think. And we'll probably be there in about 15 minutes. When
Just give us another call.
I hope I brought my phone with me.
Oh, they can call from the check stands too.
No, I got it. Can't live without a cell phone.
$3.